Experience Club Dubbo. Beautifully renovated. All new Riverview Bistro. Melbourne.
Hi, my name's Cooper. I play bowls at Club Dubbo. I first started playing when I was 10 years of age. My pop introduced the sport to me after playing a game of barefoot bowls with him. I have won club championships as a junior. I've also represented Mid-West, and I'm now representing New South Wales in the under-18s. Club Dubbo is a very good spot for juniors. Whenever you want to have a roll with coaches, they're always available and able to give you tips.
Bowls offer numerous benefits, promoting a healthy and active lifestyle. The sport is inclusive as it doesn't require extreme strength or speed, making it the most accessible game for everyone.
At Club Dubbo, we're your premier bowls destination and the perfect place to start your bowling journey. Come check us out and find out that we welcome people from all abilities, all ages and all backgrounds. So come and have a bowl.
So whether you're rolling your first bowl or you're a career professional lawn bowler, Club Dubbo is the place for you.
Experience Club Dubbo. Family-friendly bistro. Function areas to suit everyone.
Well, another cracking afternoon here at Club Dubbo for the 2024 Inland Petroleum City of Dubbo International Fours. It's round 3, about to get underway. Players just having their trial ends, and we have a New Zealand and Victoria combination of Wayne Lynch, John Parker, Bradley Lancaster and Ray Martin, and they're taking on the South Australian combination, Kevin Robinson, Donald Bennett, Garry Smith and Daryl Steinwedel. So, just finished their trial end. We're about to kick off with end 1. And what a beautiful afternoon it's turned out to be. That bit of thin cloud that was keeping the sun away has disappeared. Bright sunshine. Still a little breezy, quite warm out there. And 11 teams remain undefeated. So, we have 3 times 14 is 42. Only 11 of those have won both games, so competition hot. So that's our South Australian connection on the mat. First up, Kevin Robinson. A little bit through. Wayne Lynch. And that is a Traralgon uniform that he's wearing. He's a bit through too. This is this lot of players' first game on this green. They've come off one of the other greens with their opening 2 games. Each group will play 2 games on each green. These guys return here tomorrow afternoon in the last round, and then the 2 games tomorrow. They'll be on the green they haven't played on tomorrow morning. So John Parker now on the mat. So longer length, these players just struggling with the speed. No, you have to ask the expert here. Are we on the quicker screen? Yes. And there's the answer from the spectacularly skilled Anthony Brown. Yes, this screen is the quickest of the three. So they may just find that speed a little bit more than they're expecting with the opening bowls. And John Parker with his second effort. That's a pretty good correction. Donald Bennett. Bowls almost look purple. They're a sort of a speckle. This one's Garry Smith. So Brad Lancaster, obviously from Orbost. The Victorian club. It's just going to be a little on the narrow side too. That is the slightly wider side with the breeze coming left to right on that screen. Away from the ditch towards the rest of the green. So just a quick reminder of the the basics of this competition. 6 rounds of 15 ends over 2 days. The jack is respotted if the jack is put out of bounds or rebounds too short as a result of play. Rather than be a dead end, the jack is respotted. The top performed 8 teams will go on to play in the Cup with a $40,000 prize for the first, down to fifth, $5,000 for equal fifth. The next 8, 9th to 16th place in the table, they'll play for the Shield with $4,000 down to $2,400. And then the next one will be the next 8 play for the plate, so that's places 17 to 24. $2,000 for the winners and $1,400 for equal fifth. $125,000 in that total prize pool, plus there's $1,000 each for the best card. I think that's the top place in the pools. We'll get $1,000 each, so potentially $11,000 prize money each for the winning side. Daryl on the mat. Or them's fancy rocks, white, blue and red. And that will come back. It's just going to come back to the centre line about the tee. So Ray Martin. This one will just scoot away. Once they've cut that line with any speed, they will rush away. Time to count them up. There's one. So it's one shot to the South Australian mob. Underway for the second end. So Kevin Robinson with the two blue bowls. He's got the range right with this one. That's a fantastic opening effort. Wayne Lynch. His first bowl of the second end. Well, Kevin's opening bowl was very good and he's backed it up again. Double dose, sits in behind. Well done, two shots at this point. Up to Wayne to make a bit of a correction. His first one, the line's pretty good. He just had an extra couple of metres on it. Much better to finish behind than short though. And this one, it's a good correction. He's got plenty of chances to get a result. Well, he's clunked onto the shot bowl and rolled it through, still holding one. So Donald Bennett, he'll come in. John Parker. Well, our side camera's just had a little infarction. Got it back. Just crash and run in. It's a good chance here for Don to draw down to the red, maroon, and white bowl to the left of the screen. Tiny touch is okay to his own. Doesn't want big contact. He's sliced it a little bit. I don't think there's any damage. Does mean that John can still play that backhand side down to the shot bowl. Little touch drags it to his teammates. Wants this to run nicely in. Really getting everything out of these runs. Just going to pull up a little bit shortish. Garry Smith, third for the South Australian combination. This bowl's starting to really turn. If he trails, it's okay. Doesn't want to slice. Oh, they've edged it in. I think that's now one shot to Wayne Lynch for the Vic NZ combo. He's cut that one across. It's definitely one now. Yeah, not too badly. Not too badly pointed from Garry Smith, just a little bit on the long side. So Bradley Lancaster, last bowl for the thirds on this second end. Plays backhand, still just trying to get down, draw a shot on that hand, in underneath the white bowl, out to the wide. That's just taking off with the breeze. Will really punish if you go narrow. Just a reminder for all those New South Wales bowlers, mixed pairs, entries closing soon, tomorrow afternoon in fact. One qualifier from each of the regions guaranteed. There'll be 32 in total qualify. They'll be allocated based on the number of entries to each region. But one per region, and then the extra 16 will be allocated out. All the information on BowlsNSW.com.au. And if you're looking for the results of the opening two rounds from here at Club Dubbo, you can look at the West Dubbo Roos Facebook page. You can also jump onto BowlsLink, results.bowlslink.com.au. Do a little search for West Dubbo, add a filter to club, a little search bar at the top of the screen, and you'll find West Dubbo Bowling Club. Under the managed competitions, the Inland Petroleum City of Dubbo International Fours. There you'll find 2 rounds of results, a table. You'll be able to tell who's done what so far. You'll be able to see who are the 11 teams that have had 2 wins so far. But give Anthony about 5 minutes to finish off doing it. Still putting those results in from the second round. Some very highly fancied teams have stumbled in one of the opening 2 rounds. So Ray Martin, the team was holding shot. Just looking to draw in and add one more. He wasn't so sure. Oh dear. Has he given it away? He has. Well, that's a little bit tragic. Still, if you're going to give it away early and only give away a 1. Really cannot be too careful there. When you're holding shot, take your grass. It was not too far off being brilliant. But then it's the South Australian combo that are now leading 2-0 after 2. Kevin Robinson quite a famous name in bowls. He's not the Kevin Robinson who was a New Zealand representative and then went on to play at Tuncurry Beach. So Wayne Lynch, easy to tell which one's Wayne. He's the one in the maroon and yellow uniform from Traralgon in Victoria. This should finish off nicely down towards the jack. May even just scoot away a little. Once you're underneath, it will really turn. Kevin, plenty of grass on this one. A little bit of speed still. Going to finish back near his opening effort. Big thank you to the partners of Club Dubbo in presenting the Inland Petroleum City of Dubbo International Fours. Of course, there's Inland Petroleum, BCIB, Insurance Brokers, MRH Disability Services, and Western Plains Automotive. For their wonderful support has allowed Club Dubbo to put on this $125,000 International Fours. Fantastic field and great facility to hold it. John Parker. Really giving this one plenty of grass. Slightly over. There's a very fine line. Hit outside. It's not going to quite swing across as much as you think. But if you do cut your grass, once you're going across the line, it seems to accelerate away from it. Happens on plenty of greens, especially into the wind. And I've got a theory there that once you're turning into the wind, your bowl gets affected a lot more. Once you're holding out with the wind, the flat surface on the inside ring seems to act like a sail and hold the bowl out. That's a great effort from Donald Bennett. Holding a couple. John Parker, his second. Looks to be on a good line. As long as it holds here. Breeze is holding it. Yep, I think he's in for shot there. Good bowl. And any eagle-eyed observer will notice that there's one Lucas Protopappas sitting on the next rink in the right-at-home uniforms. Lucas, a well-known figure in multi-disability bowls and around the Australian bowl scene. Very enthusiastic about his bowls. Lovely young fellow. Great to see him having a game with his mum as well. That wind is just getting under our centre camera. So Brad Lancaster. We've got a few sets of white bowls here. Two on one team, one on the other, just to confuse the issue. Bradley's going to run in between those two and to the back. His team is still holding one with the purple bowl at the front. Garry Smith now the third for the South Australian combo. Giving this plenty of grass. If he gets inside that wide one, he's got a big chance to keep running in. He's just going to crunch. This one's pretty close. Yep, great bowl from Brad Lancaster. It's 2 his team are holding now. A shout out for New South Wales people, the 2024 awards night. Nominations for some of the awards, as you can see on the screen there, close on Friday. It's Administrator of the Year, Club Volunteer of the Year, Coach of the Year, Club Innovation Award. Get your nominations in, jump on the Bowls New South Wales website for details, bowlsnsw.com.au. Awards night, 1st of November, straight after the member conference, the member and partner conference. Member conference, partner expo. Registration's now open. All the information on bowlsnsw.com.au. Well, it's a good bowl from Ray Martin there. Might nearly count. Daryl Steinwedel. Oh, he's pointing outwards. You can see why. He's going to cut that head. Once that's crossed the line too, you're just picking up the acceleration sideways. Oh, this is close. Gets inside the purple one at the front, he should be counting. And I'm not sure he's quite done enough. Taken out 1. I'm just going to throw the tape on and go around now. No. Yes, and oh, no. No, it is. The count. Well, it was actually 2 on the previous end, but it's 3-3 on 3. That's a good start from Wayne Lynch. Kevin Robinson. This one looks pretty well pointed. A little bit of a clap from his skipper. And why wouldn't you? It's come just inside. That's the shot. Great bowling. Brilliant blue sunshine in skies here at Club Dubbo for this round 3 of the 2024 Inland Petroleum City of Dubbo International Fours. It's a very good answer there from Wayne Lynch. Still one down. Kevin Robinson can draw inside that bowl. He's done almost a fantastic job. Bit of a nuisance bowl in some ways, blocking the path. He's just looking to make a little contact with his own bowls and turn them up. Can set the shot bowl on that line. Just going to... Well, it's a good result, and he's got a shot out of it. Let's get another one in the head now. Time for Donald Bennett. We may need the cattle prod. Oh, he's just realised we did go out and talk to them beforehand, and we did remind them, but there's not much we can do. So we are on the Bowls New South Wales Facebook and YouTube pages. Just check that for you. We definitely are live to YouTube. And just a reminder for, well, all the ladies out there from right around the world, actually, mainly New South Wales, the Women's State Carnival has recently been announced as returning to Foster in May next year. Looking forward to seeing around 230 or so teams of fours converge on that, well, the Barrington Coast area, the Manning Great Lakes region for us. Barrington Coast, if you're looking at Visit New South Wales, Manning Great Lakes, if you're looking at our regions. State Carnival, wonderful opportunity for ladies to go out and enjoy a week of bowls. Again, get the information at BowlsNSW.com.au. Movement of the jack, well, the white bowl holds shot. and we've got a couple of sets of white bowls. I'm not quite sure whose that one is. I've got a sneaking suspicion that one's Donald Bennett's. But Brad Lancaster has got a little touch. That one will be the shot now. Garry Smith, well, it looks a little tight. Needs a rest. Just going to run through. Just a reminder, this is our third and final game for today. However, we will have another 3 games for you tomorrow. I believe we've got a Carl Healy game. We'll just check that for you. Well, we've got, well, first up, we've got the one that Steve Glasson calls the most beautiful man in bowls, Ben Twist, with Nathan Black from Holdfast Bay in South Australia, with the 2 wonderkins at the moment, Jack McShane and Joey Clark. And they're up against Anthony Lee from Dandenong in Victoria. And our second game, it's Carl Healy with Adrian Vidayak, James Reynolds and Nick Cale. They're taking on Dallas Crockett, Brad Unstead, Jeff Doyle and David Govan of Beresfield. And our last round, we have a Narandra team, Narandra Wagga team, William Manning, Jack George Jackson, Nick Williams, David Ivanoff, and they're going to take on the Fijian foursomes, Satya Nadan, Fazlin Mohammed, Kushal Pillay and Munash Kumar. A couple of good bowls here to finish off. I think Ray Martin's just got the advantage there. His next one, well, it's not coming in a shot there. It's gone a little bit long. Question is whether Daryl Steinwedel is going to have a little look for the green bowl. Has got a bit on this. Starting to fade. They've given up the chances. Oh, had the line for the weight, but not the weight for the weight. It's another 1 to the NZ combo. They'll go to a 4-3 lead after 4 ends. So it's Wayne Lynch on the mat now. End number 5. Kevin Robinson looks to have a good line on this. Just going to speed through a little bit. And look at that really turn once you cut the centre line. About 2 feet crossing. Probably needs to add a foot to his grass line. Wayne's weight on his opening bowl was extremely good. I think, though, he's added the metre and a bit narrow that he was. He's added that extra on, and I think you need to add the full amount. I think you need to go half to 2/3 at the most, because once you're out in that wind, it will just hold you up a little bit longer. Odd thing to say, but they will turn more quickly once they've cut the centre line. Oh, that's a pretty good correction from Kevin, but he's still going to run. No, he hasn't corrected at all. Sorry. He's still going to run through at that extra weight. Same bowl. John Parker. I was thinking he's about the right grass line, and he's pretty close. You need to be out to about that second centre line mark to the right. If you're out beyond it, you're a little wide. If you're underneath it, that one's a good foot underneath. This one should just run across the head. Might collect the jack on the way through. No, it's going to run back and match the two bowls of Kevin Robinson. Well, it's going to be fast past those. Well, that looks a decent line again from John Parker. It's just got a little bit of speed on, so it will carry through. Does match his opponent's bowls back there, so not wasted. Donald Bennett's second attempt. Well, he's out to about that second centre line. If his speed's good, that should come back nicely. Just got a little bit quick. So Bradley Lancaster on the mat. He's out in that good grass region. Garry Smith. It's pretty close to the right grass. He might be just outside the line. It's very good. He's only just outside the line, but we'll let him get away with that one. That's pretty good. Close to the shot. May consider a rethink, and we'll chuck Bradley out onto the other side of the green. Not many of them played that, and the wind is coming from left to right as we look at this screen, so he will need to take plenty of grass out on that side. He's out to that second centre line out there again, which probably not a bad guide. The wind's going to push that one in nearly sideways from there. There it goes. He's got a little touch, which is pretty good. Purple bowl at the back's his team's. Probably holding a couple there. Garry's last bowl of this head. Wants to draw to match the back purple. Ideally would love to draw the shot in there, but matching the back purple would give them good position. Should he miss? That one's not coming back. He's got out a little too wide. Not going to be too far away. Oh, we've decided we don't want to work properly. Now we're back. So Ray Martin, he's holding one or two. Just wants to load that head up a little bit. May also consider dropping one right near the tee, just in case that gets smacked. Although I think he's got the tee as well already, so got a little on the widey sidey. Making sure he didn't come in and disturb the head again. Second end, it played almost perfect bowl, got a chip on the jack and gave shot away. And making sure he doesn't do that again. Oh, some intent behind this one. Daryl wants this to hit the shot bowl. He's got the shot bowl, but he's got it absolutely clean. This does open that head up a little bit. Oh, must be down because he's going to go big. Well, that'll go back to the tee. It's gone out onto the adjacent rink. So it's just a question of whether the bowl at the back counts or the purple. Do you think Daryl Steinwedel is holding with his bowl? So he's looking to draw basically a metre wide to the 2 metre line. Given this plenty of chance to score. Excellent bowl. 2. Apologies, I put the previous score on the wrong side. Actually going to swap that scoreboard over, folks. Just to match what they've got on the scoreboard on the rink. Makes it so much easier to put the score up. You can follow what they have. It's a very good start from Kevin Robinson. Wayne Lynch also got this out very well. Speed might be just a little on the quick side though. No Wayne with his second bowl. Just needs to drop a little bit of speed. It's a good few metres past. To say the big corrections are easier to make. Just going to slide past the jack, but good enough to stop and get shot. Decent effort from Donald Bennett, but just slid across. Thought he was going to get shot for a moment. John Parker. He's got this out nicely. Really do have to trust that it's going to come back. Because it will, just like this one, right down to the jack. Great bowl. Well, it's a bit of a tight line. He will rip across a little bit. Well, it's actually a good line, just as speedy. Well, John, he looks like he's going to double the dose. Good bowling. 2 to John. Garry, down all right. He's just going to split that gap though and run a little bit through. Comes to a nice home. Bradley, he's on a good line as well. Just wants it to turn and not run too much further down. Just out of the count. Garry needs a bit more grass or a little bit less speed. Not far off, but he's just going to pick that gap again. Needed to tighten up or slow up, one of the two. Not much of either. Those two bowls just far enough apart that it's no target. Bradley's throwing this one way out. This one should zoom back in fairly well. Will he come back in enough? No. Daryl is first bowl of the sixth end. Let's fix our board. It's close, but he's just going to fade underneath. Ray Martin has given this plenty of chance to come back down to count. Adds to his team's tally. It's now 3, I believe. Big, also, while we're at a big special thanks to our volunteers, including our umpires. Plenty of volunteers around the club doing other odd jobs as well, but the umpires are out officiating, doing a great job. Daryl, he's going to crash on this shorter bowl. Don't know what that's done. What was his own bowl, so excellent result. They've picked up a 5, has Ray Martin's NZ competition after going 1 shot behind after 5 ends. Now looking to go a bit further than that ahead. Just discovering which was the closest of the SA Mobs bowls. Looks like Wayne Lynch's bowl's in as well. Didn't see a signal. Hopefully they'll update the board in just a moment. There we go. They're doing it. Six. It's now 5-10 after 6 ends. So if you have just joined us, you've tuned in to watch on the Bowls New South Wales Facebook or YouTube pages. You're watching the 2024 Inland Petroleum City of Dubbo International Fours. We're coming to you live from Club Dubbo, the home of the West Dubbo Roos. Okay, we're joined by some of the international people, and they'll be the Fijians watching on. Radhika Prasad, I noticed. Be very pleased to know that the Fijians will be on in Game 6 tomorrow afternoon, so in this time slot tomorrow. Tune in, you'll see your Fijian mates on the stream. They'll be taking on a Riverina Murray team, Narandra, Wagga Rules, Wagga RSL. We've got Carl Healy's team on tomorrow. A couple of good games lined up, so looking forward to another good day of bowls tomorrow. We are watching the round 3 match. A reminder that there are 42 teams involved in this $125,000 prize pool fours tournament. The top 8 will go through to play for the cup. With the bulk of the prize money there, the winners take home a very cool $40,000, 10 grand a pop. Second gets 16, third gets 7,000 equal, fifth gets 5. The next 8, teams 9 to 16 on the ladder at the end of 6 rounds. They'll be playing for the Shield. The winner of that will take home 4,000. Runners up 3,200, equal third 2,800, and fourth or equal fifth 2,400. And the other 8 teams will go on to play for the plate. So that's teams 17 to 24. The winner of the plate will take home 2,000. Second 1,800, equal third 1,600, and equal fourth 14. Kevin Robinson's bowl's been rolled up a bit there. Very good head so far. So the white bowl's in the head at the moment. Donald Bennett's. So the South Australian combination holding 3 at the moment. Bradley Lancaster. The other bowler with the white bowls. We'll discount the ones with the maroon stripes. He's on the mat now. I think we're going to see a little bit of a whack. Yep, he's gone quick. And gone quick away. Just missed his line a little. Good weight. Yeah, looking to just change it up a little bit. If you miss, you sit on those 2 at the back. Give yourself a bit more cover. Like the tactic. Just over the draw. Tough to play anything though. This wind's holding him out a little bit with any weight. Just wants to sneak inside that one. Well, unlucky. Not any real change. I think we'll see the same shot again from Bradley. Well, he'll be looking to be a little bit better directioned. Just pulled that one across as well. So Garry, you're looking just to be a little bit tighter, I'd imagine. Just go a little bit further and be happy. Oh, he wanted to be on the inside of those, I would have thought. Ray Martin. His first bowl, he's going to attack as well. That jack's out of bounds, so it'll go back to the tee. I do think the purple bowl will then just secure the shot. The white bowl on the tee belongs, or the white bowl to the left, would be Donald Bennett's. and the orange and blue is Garry Smith. So they've got second and third. Chance here for Daryl to just reach up to the shot bowl. He gets his own orange and blue bowl on the back. He pushes that one through. Wants this to swing right down. It's close. Very close. Got it clean. Great bowl. Makes a couple. Fantastic bowl from Daryl Steinwedel. Ray Martin now, couple down, needs to draw one in. Can be positive, gets a little touch on the bowl just to the left of Jack is his own, can turn it in. But a little bit of positive has meant that he's held his line and going to run through to the ditch. So nice little draw for Daryl there, down to his own bowl. A little bit more gentle than his last one, I would imagine. Just wants to drift in, beat his own, make, well, probably three if he can get in. His teammate likes it. Why wouldn't he? Going to sit on that? Yep. Or the touch might have actually just meant he's gone from 2 up to 2 up. I think that was 2. Yep, 2. So they've done what you need to do. After dropping a big number, they've scored the next end. Daryl, a little unlucky there. He's played nearly perfect and not gained anything out of it. So we're approaching the halfway mark. End 8 is the middle end of the game. 7 completed, 7 to come after this one. And Kevin Robinson, that's a decent starter, about a metre or so through. Wayne Lynch. Oh, they're both about the same. I think Wayne might have just snuck in for the shot. Both need a metre less weight and around 35 centimetres of grass between them. Well, Kevin's overcorrected on the weight. A chance for Wayne take advantage and get his team the ascendancy on the end to start with. Similar line to his previous, so if he's lost a metre of weight, it will be pretty close. Well, he's not lost a metre of weight, just going to go past. He is past, so that's not too bad. It's where you want to be, past and not short. Next delivery on its way down. Donald Bennett, the white bowls, and he's quick too. This green will only be getting faster with the sun on it, the wind coming across. Need to throw it out to about that second centre line that you can see out either side. Is about that sort of line, and Well, you need to make sure you're up. You just got to be a little gentle with the roll. Donald Bennett. Don't think he's out quite far enough again. Just going to zip across. So John Parker, his chance. He's got better grass. That's the shot. He missed underneath by a little tiny bit, but he's good enough to be the number one at this time. Garry Smith. Oh, he's out into that good sort of line as well. Got one clap from his mate. That's least instance kiss of death theory. And that's probably the reason why it has just sailed through. It gives him another little clap, so maybe that's two. In terms of the bowls so far, though, it's number two, so it's not too bad. Chance for Bradley, Lancaster now. He wants to get that just out to that second centre line out. That's out there. How's the speed, though? It's just a little bit on the quickish side, but it might be second shot as well, so it might be two now to the Vic NZ combo. Up to South Australia, well, that's tight. Not quite out to the line he needs to be. His hope is that he gets contact, but not going to get that either. He's going to fade underneath. The weight with the right grass is not too bad. Probably just needs another nearly a metre. Last bowl for the thirds. Bradley Lancaster. Well, he's close to being good line. Once again, though, he's just got a little too much oomph behind this one. Very similar to his previous. He's got a touch on it. Sat in behind. So we are roughly halfway through this match. It's our last match of the day, and don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow, pretty much bang on 8:30 with round 4. Look forward to your company then. You can subscribe to the Bowls New South Wales YouTube page, or you can also choose to get notifications from Facebook. Oh, Daryl, he's got fantastic grass on this. How's his speed? It's not too foul. That's close to being shot. If it's not shot, I think it's second. Yeah, there's still ones according to Wayne and Bradley. So Ray Martin, he'll throw it out, try and draw one in to beat that last bowl. The line, sensational. Just a little gentle with the push. So Daryl, if he loses 30 centimetres of weight, he's overcorrected that. You see him toss the rag. No, muck that up. Chance for Ray to draw. second shot. Just press home that little bit of an advantage they have. You can draw a second and push it out to 5. They'd be happy. We'll need a little bit of love to do it. Just flipped off his own bowl and gone across. I think that's a 1. I'll have a look. Yep, 1, 2. The Victoria NZ combo. Takes the score out to 11-7 after 8 ends. 8 gone, 7 to go in this 15-end clash. And if you have just tuned in, you're watching the 2024 Inland Petroleum City of Dubbo International Fours coming to you live from Club Dubbo, the home of the West Dubbo Roos. $125,000 prize pool on offer on finals day. And a bonus for that team that finishes top of their tree at the end of the 6 games. Cool $1,000 each. And we think Steve Glasson's got busy or got lost coming back. Old fella, probably lost his way. Maybe the arthritis is playing up, or got to do some of that stuff that pays his bills. One of the two. I'll give him some volume, and we've got Anthony Brown with us. Hello, Anthony.
Hi, Andrew.
Done a wonderful job in getting this tournament going once again.
Yeah, it's been a bit hectic the last couple of weeks, but I've got there, and thanks to all the helpers at Club Dubbo.
So if you want to know where Anthony is on Friday, he's not here.
Good chance of that.
He might be having a little relax.
I've got club championships singles on the weekend, so first and second rounds of the men's and women's. So
keep you busy.
Keep you busy, unless the rain keeps us away.
Well, we blessed so far today. It's been a little cloudy a couple of times, but brilliant sunshine for most of this game. A little bit of cloud come over again, but nothing too threatening at this stage.
Yeah, I've just been out there for 20 minutes. Bit of fresh air.
And the 27 that they promised us looks like we might have got there.
Yep, certainly. Just a bit breezy every now and again, but making it a little bit trickier for them out there.
Well, I think that sun has dried this green out completely, and the wind has taken it. It's just got that nice little real curve. You really have to take your grass.
Yeah, just talking to Ray Martin from New Zealand. He was very impressed with the green. He said, I thought our greens were pretty quick. But he said, this is up there near it for the New Zealand greens.
Well, some of those New Zealand greens are running up near the 20 mark.
Yep.
And I wouldn't call these greens what they call them, the grass in New Zealand, in front of Darren.
No.
Not a weed in New Zealand, they call it sometimes. And greenkeeper here, he's very proud of his greens, and I wouldn't call them weeds in front of him.
Yeah, no, he's done a marvellous job in 12 months. A lot of comments. They played here last year and come this year, just, they just can't believe it, how, beautiful they are this year. He said that, they're challenging with the pace of it, but, yeah, no, they're very impressed.
We had a couple of challenging years up until last year for the greens. A lot of wet weather, cold winter.
Yep.
Not very good growing conditions and not very good maintenance conditions with the wet weather. But a little bit of warm weather and good work from Darren and his crew.
Yeah, no, the players are commenting, all the surrounds, just, just 100% perfect. The grassland and all the hedges and gardens.
Do we expect anything else from Club Dubbo, though?
Especially from Daryl. He's perfect.
Couple of great bowls from Donald Bennett. I'll just zoom that camera in a little bit more. And leaving them out to give plenty of room to view all the bowls, but nice tight head. Anthony, they responded to you coming on.
I told him I was going on nice forever and I've picked the act up.
Bradley Lancaster. Another set of white bowls just to keep us on our toes. He's close. He's just going to go running through. You notice that on the quicker greens, the holes for bowls is a very true statement. I'll put you on the spot. Pick a winner, mate. Pick a winner.
Well, after 2 rounds, you got to look at Lee Schrainer again. I know, but
well, you got to say he was pushed last round. Yep. Was down game with the last bowl, and responded brilliantly. Played a running shot, took out the 3 opponents' bowls. What a performance from the 3 juniors and the not quite so junior Michael Wilkes.
Yep.
They got the better of the first couple of ends, and then Schreiner's foursome, the reigning champs, have looked like they were going to hammer them. They just were relentless for half a dozen ends. And Reese and Jasmine and Michael and Timmy Thorning, they have fought back. We're a couple behind with 1 end to play. Held the 3 or 4 to get a game. Schreiner's ripped their hearts out with the last bowl.
Something like the Para guys last year. Very last bowl on the same rink as well.
Yes. One thing you do know, Schreiner's he's not going to get overawed by it.
There was a comment they're unbeaten after 20 games. This is their 3rd year. So they've completed 9 games.
2 years in a row.
2 years and yet.
And then 2 more, that's 20. Didn't draw top money in the Calcutta though.
No. But I think it was the second best. The top one was Carl Healy was the top bidder last night.
Well, understandable. Carl's in great form. There's plenty of money for Gary Kelly's team as well.
Yep. They had a defeat in the last game. But all you got to do is finish in the top 8, Andrew. Your only chance in the top 8. Quarter-final, semi-final, finals.
Well, Carl Healy's actually playing Gary Kelly right now too, so...
That is correct.
What a clash that would have been, but they're not on our green.
That's a pretty tough section, that green. There's about 6, they're probably top 10 teams all in one section there. You got Matt Flapper in that section as well. Ben Twist. Terry Antrim. They're all in that section. I haven't really looked at the draw whether they...
Well, David Govan, he's also just knocked over the Gary Kelly combination in the last round.
And I think he's behind here against Matt. It's 8 all after 9 ends with Matt Flapper. What do you say? Still open, still another 3 rounds tomorrow. Anything can happen.
Well, all you got to do is sneak into that top 8.
Yep.
Daryl, he's just got a little bit too much speed to get back to the shot. If he sits on the inside of that, well, he could be holding a few here. As many as 4. Not sure whether Ray's bowl is 4th shot or 5th shot. I just wonder whether he'd be better off to go a bit quicker here again. I know he had Bradley running.
You would think the whole 3 would go there if he gets a split.
Well, he's got 4th wood. He's probably only 1 more down if he misses. Takes his own. you can draw within a foot and you're still 3 down. So sometimes you're better off just to back yourself to hit.
Not far
And
away.
he has.
He's got the whole 3, yep. Great shot. He might be 1 up now.
I think it is. They're coming down to have a look, so we can have another look at that run. And we guarantee they cannot hear us call the game because we're in the corner of the bowls office in the building behind a sheet of glass. But he's got that one perfectly, just rolled around and out it goes. 3 down to 1 up.
Very delicate draw here for Daryl.
Well, they own the 2 bowls on the spot. I just wonder whether it might be easier to try and rip that green bowl out. And if you miss by a little bit and put the jack out of bounds, goes back to the spot for a couple.
He's going for the bowl.
He's not going to get it though. So that'll be 1 more to the Ray Martin's NZ Vic combination. They'll now go to 12-7 lead after 9 ends. Pick a camera. That one will do.
Just a shout out to Steve Glasson for last night. Andrew, he did a great job last night. Entertained the crowd. Kept everyone here for 3 hours. Well, I think about 9:30 before everyone started leaving.
So Steve was the MC for the Calcutta and welcome.
Yeah, did a few play interviews. I think you got Tyson Cremone up. Interview.
Oh, Tyson for his 22nd birthday, yes.
Had a bit of chat to Brad Gilbert, one of the New South Wales para guys. And there was Tony Spears, our club chairman. He started and got World Bowls president Daryl Cloud up to say a few words. It's great to have Daryl and Neil from World Bowls here attending. They're actually playing with our club chairman Tony.
Who's carrying who?
I don't know what's going on there because they're at the wrong end of the table. I think they'll come on 41st after 2 rounds.
I think they're here to enjoy themselves.
Yeah. And they've got Irene Atta from Malta. She's in the team as well. I don't know where
Well, Daryl's from just down the road in Newcastle. About 4 hours down the road, but just down the road.
Just down the road, yeah. Nice drive to Newcastle from Dubbo.
Down the Golden Highway. About 4.5 hours to Sydney, depending on which part you're going to. About 6 hours or so driving time to my home in the Illawarra. And it's a couple of different ways you can go. That's pretty close. A very pleasant drive, most of it. Well, we might just turn the volume off there. Anthony's just got to go and solve a problem or two. Oh, he's getting his cheat sheet. Put his volume back up as soon as he puts the cans back on. There we go.
Just thought I might just give a round the grounds update there, Andrew. There is a couple of important games on.
Well, we'll highlight that last year, with a couple less teams involved in the draw, 4.5 wins was enough to sneak into the top 8. So 4 wins and a draw from your 6 games. There was 11 teams unbeaten after 2 rounds.
So Carl Heel is 10-5 after 10 in front of Gary Kelly.
An important match for the Rilla team, seeing they Just got beaten by Beresfield. David Govan, the Governator. He's probably not that well known outside of Newcastle area, but regular in the region side. And he's reached the pointy end of the state champions a few times. Very handy.
Benny Twitch is having a comfortable lead over his own teammates. Guy McPherson, they're leading 15-4. Isn't that luck of the draw, drawing your own teammates?
Well, completely random.
Yeah, I think that was in the round 2 game. Dandenong drew Ocean Grove, so that's another nearly local derby, isn't it, down in Victoria?
Oh, compared to being at Dubbo, yes, definitely.
So Matt Flatner's just got a one-shot lead over David Govan, 9-8.
Good effort from Brad. That'll be second or third shot. As a reminder, check out BowlsNSW.com.au for nominations for the awards night. You could be nominating someone for a club administrator or volunteer of the year, an award which was taken out last year by Glenn Morrison from Club Dubbo for his tireless work towards many of the projects here, in particular juniors.
Yeah, great club man, Glenn. Had to take a bit of a holiday. He's been overseas the last 5 weeks over in Ireland. I think he gets back on Thursday. So he had a well-deserved break.
And Glenn was also a finalist in the Sport New South Wales Volunteer of the Year award categories. I'll give ourselves a plug here. Bowls New South Wales took out the community event of the year for the state championships here at Club Dubbo at Macquarie and Dubbo City. What a fantastic event that was. Massive viewership and a great attendance and a great atmosphere and fantastic support from the host clubs and good recognition from Sport New South Wales. So we've taken that ahead of 13 other nominees from right around the other sports and beaten some pretty good events. And our state president, Dillis Kindleysides, got Administrator of the Year as well. So fantastic result.
Sure was, yeah. Just to recap of the state champion there, it was great. The club enjoyed it. We can't wait to get it again. 2026. There was a few comments in the final of the triples. It's probably one of the biggest crowd we've seen around our bowling green. Our CEO Tim said he's never seen a crowd like that surrounded a bowling green. So,
well, it was the perfect storm as well, if you'll pardon the pun.
Yep.
We did have a little bit of a delay in playing one of those games after a nice big shower of rain. So we had all the pairs players had arrived in town. As we had to push it back one session, they all have turned up to watch and thoroughly enjoyed themselves. It was a great atmosphere.
it was.
Looking forward to being back in Dubbo in, well, a year and a half now, roughly.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to going to Ballina in March next year, Andrew, with the State Disability Championships.
I'll see your entries in.
Yep. Hopefully I might win something along the way. Still a few Midwest region events still to be played.
Oh, good effort from Daryl. Just going to slide past. If you are qualifying for the Multi-Disability All Abilities Championships, you can find the information about that on the Bowls New South Wales website. And we are in the throes of organising some more classification days ahead of that, so keep an eye on that. Ray's having a whack. He's close. He's got it.
They got the tee.
No. The orange and... Well, I've got orange and blue down in my descriptor. That looks orange and black on that.
Oh, it's still in play. I
But
thought
it's
it
in
went
play,
out.
it's in the ditch. So we'll actually... We can get a little bit more. Can't actually see it. Get the middle camera across. So it is out near the boundary peg. The two-colour ball may well be the shot, and there's one. Well, that is the shot going in now.
Great shot from Daryl. I might pick up 3.
The two blue bowl in the ditch is Kevin Robinson's. The orange and blue is Garry Smith's. And those two blue, and they've signalled. It was at least 2. See what they put on the board. It'll just close that gap back up though. He's not looking to turn the one over, so it was a 2. It's 9-12. 10 ends gone. 2/3 of the match. 3 shots in it. Well, to coin the cliche, crucial end coming up for Ray Martin's team. If they can just win this end, pick up a couple, they'll just consolidate their lead. Whereas for Darren Steinwedel's team, they really want to pick one up and just signal that they're still in this contest well and truly. It's one of my pet peeves when you're watching the football and they go, oh, well, the next try is really crucial. Of course it is. And I find myself doing it here on the bowls, so, All right, so 10 ends in, 5 to go. Now, fatigue can be a bit of a factor too. The players have played 40 ends of bowls so far. The barbecue lunch might be just starting to wear off a little bit. If they haven't drank enough water, the dehydration level might be just kicking a little as well. It's very important to look after yourself. I notice, Anthony, you've got the nice big water bottle when you play bowls.
Yep, just keep, well, electrolytes in it as well to keep the fluids, keep the energy up. I heard Firm talking about tonight we have the Paths from Wine Night tonight. I think it's $15, wine and Paths tonight. I heard Firm going to take that opportunity tonight, they said.
I'm not a big wine fan, but the pasta might be all right. Well, that's a good result for Wayne. He was a little bit on the tight side, but, well, your luck starts when you're up, and he's crashed into Kevin's bowl. Stay for shot. Anthony's watching over the games like a father watching over his children.
To see what's happening around the grounds.
That's a decent effort from Donald in behind. Don't mind the call there from Ray. He's called for John to draw a foot or so short on the centre line. Knowing that his team's been consistently a metre past, calling for that draw on that centre line a little bit short means he's got a toucher, it's gone past. Wow. It's a bit like sometimes the skipper, when the greens are holding a little bit, will call for a backward, thinking if I get the backward it's good, but you'll probably draw a shot.
Yep.
I've been guilty of calling players to draw behind.
Same.
When I didn't really want them to. Donald, well, how good is this? Nope.
Great shot. Still cut the head a bit. Jesus, swinging them right across the head there now.
I said it a couple of times. Once you cross that centre line, they seem to pick up a bit of pace. And I've got a theory that once they're turning into the wind, the resistance of the wind drops down because you got the flat surfaces aren't catching the wind, so they actually pick up pace going across. As long as you're holding outside the line, the flat surface still gets the wind. But that's a cracker. That's John Parker's second bowl. Holding a couple. The aggressive shots coming out now. I think, too, there's a little bit of a frustration that they're struggling with the speed and the wind effects. So they're more likely to pull out the running shot early. Because the green is quick, they're assuming that the drive won't turn, they're going straight at it. And you still have to allow for the running shots to turn, even on a quick green, unless you drive like Ryan Bester.
Yep. Or Matt Flapper. I seen him earlier have a drive this morning. Had Fieldman dancing on the green. I didn't know which way to go. Good to see the Fijian boys here too, Andrew. They've had 100% record at the moment, 2 wins this morning. And they're just in front in the third game, playing the ACT ladies.
So they will be on our stream in round 6, and I've seen a couple of people from Fiji watching on. Vicky Prasad, one of the Prasads. Forgotten the first name, sorry, but
that might be very crucial tomorrow, Andrew. They might have to win that last game to get in the top 8, which will be good for our tournament. Have an international team in the finals. Probably even good for the broadcast too. Get
a bit of interest
from the Fijians.
I'd like to see a crucial game in that one just for the spectacle. Again, he's gone straight at it. Is there a little bit of luck? Well, he's turned one of his opponents away, so your local team, skipped by Junior Cooper Dart. Well, they've got a bit of a tough draw as well, haven't they?
Yes, they're in that probably section of death, as you call it. But they did have a big scalp this morning. They beat Matt Flapper's team, Tyson Crome skipping. They won about 6-7 shots there. And I don't know what happened in the second game because they got absolutely smashed, 26-2.
Ouch.
That was by... I don't think who they played the second game. Oh, the very strong team from Queensland, Kane Nelson's team.
Oh, he does know the big ring goes on the outside.
Yep.
Definitely.
They were ranked 1 after the 2 rounds too, Andrew. So...
Oh. I think it's one shot to the Vic NZ combo, Ray Martin's team, as the head stands at the moment. Purple bowl just behind the centre line. It might be blue and white speckle, but I'm calling it purple because that's what it looks like. He's got his teammates' interest. This should come back nicely. Wants it just to flop off the purple bowl or trail. Well, he's got that, and I think he's still one down. Yeah, the white bowl with the slight green tinge is Bradley Lancaster's.
Geez, a comeback, Andrew, that one.
Yes, they have been really turning on both hands. Especially, though, with that wind, it just accelerates it out.
It's not a good line. It's all depends on his weight here from Ray.
If he gets here. Well,
Geez, it's still going.
Turned a little too far away. I think it's still 1. So Daryl Steinwedel. This one should turn back nicely. Speed will be the determining factor, of course. And just going to run past. You've got the line down pat with that one, but, well, you see that call. That one's worth 5.
It's not an easy position to get at either, too, I don't think, Andrew. We'll have to play a swinger.
6 feet of weight, you'll get around that front one easily enough. You want to play enough weight that you're minimising your swing, but you still need it to swing to get it.
They're looking at it.
It's got enough weight to push it out. Oh. Well, it would have been enough weight to turn it. Certainly ran on. I think that's a 1. They're going to concede the 1. He might put a tape on to check something else. We're not going to get a great view either way.
We're done by his job.
Just going to go back and check against the other one again. Well, just the 1. So 11 ends gone. It's now 13-9. Wayne Lynch. He'll throw this out on the forehand. I don't think he's out wide enough. That's only out just beyond the first centre line. I reckon you need to be out near the second.
Might have to jack. No, just missed.
He's going to cut by more than 1 centre line. I also have a theory that you don't need to correct by the exact amount you narrow. A little bit less. That doesn't hold universal, of course. Conditions like these, though, but that is a great start from Kevin Robinson. Well, I don't think he's learnt, but he's got an attacking line. If he picks up the jack, it's brilliant. He misses, it's not. Nope, it's going to be back with his first. You have to believe what your bowl's doing.
Kev's got a good line again. Throwing it out there. That should come back. Look at this. That is great leading.
Oh, 2 touches. Spectacular. You're 4 behind with 4 to play. That's what you want your lead to do. Bang 2 on it. And they are 2 of the best bowls you'll see today. That you can play good bowls, but it's tough to do it. A little bit
This
fluky.
is tight, but unless he runs into something.
It's just going to go underneath.
But not bad third wood. And work off that.
Well, really has to get out. Plenty of grass line. You can't see that one coming. Does look a little bit on the tight side to me. Doesn't want the jack. Well, he's got his teammate's bowl.
That was a good connection there. That could have been
Could have been a little
disastrous.
I think he's made it easier for the opponents though, because you can now see that jack, and you can play a little bit of weight to those and disturb.
More or less a 2-bowl, 3-bowl target now.
Depends on whether you want to have a run or just want to have a draw. I think I prefer just over the draw, try and just rest on him. He's going to go quick.
Not far away. He's got it. And I think it's still in bounds, I think. It's be right on the boundary peg, I think.
Yep.
It's a great hit. Now it's back to a drawing game. See how close he can draw to the ditch.
Just put the middle camera on that head. So there's the front view up in the top right of screen. Shows the bowls sitting there. Plenty of room. Let me just zoom that back a little bit.
Ray's just in the view a bit there too, Andrew. Just
the camera's just going to drop out for a second.
And
I'll put it back on. I thought it had frozen, but it's just the standing still. He's standing very still. He's moved the hand now just to confirm the camera is working for me. So that jack mark you can see right on the boundary peg. Bradley Lancaster has drawn just inside the peg. That's
probably shot.
Or if it's in, it's close. It's in. Definitely in. We can see that from the live view out the window. So there's a good 2.5 metres to draw a shot. Really, what you're trying to do is just get past that 2 metre mark. Very quick green. You're trying to draw to the edge. You're not giving yourself any room for error. Now that is a great bowl. He's a metre off. It's going to take some beating. I don't need to change cameras. Just remember, you've only got that 1 metre. Normally when you're drawing and you've got a metre room, you've actually got a 2 metre margin for error. It's a metre plus and a metre minus. When you're drawing the ditch, you've only got a metre minus. So you're not trying to draw to the target, you're trying to draw in between and draw half your distance short. Bradley Lancaster, he's done it. Great response. We'll just take the Club Dubbo logo off the bottom of the screen so you've got a better view. So that bowl, bottom left of your main screen, is about 30 centimetres inbounds.
Pulls up, that will be the shot, but I don't think it will.
It'll stop. The sand stops him every time. It would have been very good for him to actually stop there on the green because it would have been another second shot and given his skipper a chance to perhaps forget about trying to draw and remove that white bowl. Now he's just got to be careful not to take his own out and give Ray a couple of metres to draw another. Oh, it's gone a long way out. Oh, I think this looks like it's going to plunk. Yep. Line might not even have been wide enough. This is end number 12. Ray Martin is holding a single shot with the white bowl closest to the boundary peg, bottom left of screen on the main view. You can see it in the inset as well. Daryl's just crashed into the short bowls, a couple of metres short, 2.5 or so. So Ray, well, probably needs to take a couple of metres off his previous bowl. He's right out near the next rinks jack. And that's pretty well pointed. Well, has he snuck past? No, he hasn't got through far enough. You can see that on the main screen. So he's one down. Got second, but not third. Has to draw. Has not sent this one enough. So it's one more to the Ray Martin. That's the Victoria New Zealand combination. 12 ends played. 75% of the game gone. 4/5. 4/5. So 80%.
3 ends left. 5 shots. 6 shots need to win. What's that, Dave Ellis's theory? 1.5 shots per end?
Yep, the old run rate theory. Once it's above 1.5, you're in a spot of bother. Take this opportunity to put your sponsors logos back on the bottom of the screen, Anthony. Big shout out to Inland Petroleum, the naming rights sponsors of the Inland Petroleum City of Dubbo International Fours. Also BCIB, Bowling Club Insurance Brokers, MRH Disability Services, and Western Plains Automotive.
Yeah, no, they're great sponsors. Our CEO Tim Farrell looked after them last night. They were all invited to the Calcutta, and they had some free nibblies and free refreshments. They were well looked after. And I think the BCIB crew, they really enjoyed themselves.
Oh, a nice catch up for the boys there.
Yeah.
Troy moved to Queensland, of course. Tommy doesn't play a lot of bowls anymore. Does play a good bowl still.
And MRH, they had a few here as well. A few of their clients was here too, so they got into the spirits and bought a few teams. Megan and Robert.
I was just boggled at how people will chase after things there.
Yeah, it was very, I was flabbergasted at some of the
spirited bidding.
Bidding, yes. Which is good. Adds a bit of atmosphere to the event. The ones that are not playing, something to cheer on. Their favourite teams.
Well, that's another good bowl from Kevin Robinson. He's played some really good bowls. Been impressed, mostly.
He's done his bit for the team.
It's been a few good bowls by the Ray Martin's team. Just been the difference. They've just managed to get there so far. And with the scoreline, just a few shots difference. 5 shots.
That happens in games too, Andrew. Like, you think you'll play better than your opposition. Just a few ends gone their way, you know. I've been in that situation where you do get disheartened.
Oh, sometimes it isn't how well you've played throughout the whole game, it's when you've played them.
Yep.
It's just 1 or 2 can make the differences. And the Ray Martin's team, they did pick up a big score, and that's the difference. Big numbers are what hurts. They got a 6, and there's 5 shots the difference.
You see that in a lot of games too. There's just one end that's cost you. You won probably the majority of the ends, but not the score.
Oh, he's pushed this one.
Probably his weight-wise, he's coming back now. It's probably finish. Oh, it's finish in the sand.
With 4s, the trick is not to all have a bad end on the same end. And for at least 2 of you to put some good bowls in. So when you're vulnerable, when you only got 1 or 2 bowls in the head at most, especially against some of these bowlers in this sort of company we have here, they will capitalise if you give them the opportunity. Did play a big tournament against a couple of bowlers you might have heard of. They had played a game or 2 before. A fellow by the name of Peter Bellis and Ryan Bester. We did all right against them for a while, and then I do remember one end I think we were holding a couple. Peter said to Ryan, 6 foot away, get the edge of that one, you get the edge of that one, I'll hit the jack as well, and you'll get a count. I looked at it and thought, oh yeah, and he's gone bang bang, and went 5 down. All I could do was smile and go, well played. Thought we'd done everything we needed to, but not good enough. We ended up getting slightly touched up in the last few ends where they just played absolutely amazing. You'll see that time and time again with the big players. The big moment comes,
Yep.
and they stand up, much like in our second game, Lynch ran it, down game. Your normal weekend hacker might just tighten up and shank that running shot, whereas Lee has gone bang, hit the one he wanted, right where he wanted, taken the other 2 out as well. 3 down to 2 up, and a maybe not comfortable, but a good-looking win instead of a one-shot loss. So Bradley, what can he do?
I might have to shook off Andrew. All the few other games starting to finish now, and the scorecards coming in.
Well, thanks for joining us for a while. People don't have to put up with me boring them all game. And we'll look forward to you joining me again sometime throughout tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully I'll join in tomorrow, see what happens.
No worries.
I don't know what Glasso's plans tomorrow. Hopefully he might be still around. He might pop in.
We'll see. Might get David Allen in for a while as well, our Bowls International writer.
Yeah, I did give him the nod to come and join you.
We'll see.
No, he's been great. He's taken a lot of photos. Did a great story for our tournament in lead up to the event. And he'll probably do a good result story for us as well.
He's been involved in the game for a long time and just one of those quiet fellas who accumulates the knowledge and the inside. Does a great job. A couple ends to go here. Half a dozen games already finished. Thanks, Anthony.
Thanks, Andrew.
Start tapping them in. So, we got Ray Martin on the mat now. He's going to have a whack at this. He's might be a couple down. Oh, he's got his own. He could even be 3 down now. So, Daryl Steinwedel. Forehand draw. Chuck it out nice and wide. That's the side the wind's blowing from left to right. We'll push this in. Got plenty on this. Just gone in. Would have been happy if that stayed there. So Ray Martin, is he going to have another dip, or has he changed his mind and going to go for the conservative shot? Yeah, he's gone back to the draw. Realises that he'd be better off to take his medicine and draw second shot. Love to draw shot. Needs this to keep running and should just slide. Well, not quite got there. Probably still 2 or 3. Well, Daryl, this is pretty much a free kick. You've got a metre or more to draw a 4th shot. Just need to correct off your first one. Made sure he was up with the first. This one's out nice and wide. Looks a little quick too. Or is that just a trick of the light? It is just a trick of the light. He's come in beautifully. That'll count. And it is. It's 4 shots to the South Australian mob. And what looked a really good lead with 3 ends to go is now a 1-shot lead with 2 ends to go. So a bit of life breathed back into this contest. Two ends to go. Steinwedel 13, Martin 14. And we've got a near full length end. Kevin Robinson's got the mat. Oh, he's a metre or so up from the tee. And the jack's similarly about a metre or so. Can see just a change in the lights. About 4:45-ish. The sun is just starting to get towards the horizon, so we're getting some shadows across the green, and the intensity of the lights dropped off a little. Not sure it'll change the green conditions that much. It's a decent start from Kevin Robinson. So Wayne Lynch. Oh, it's been a little narrow a couple of times on this hand, on this way. The weight, very good. Just that metre or so narrow. Kevin Robinson. Well, there's the sun peeking through the clouds, so you can see the shadow of the shade cloth now coming. Good couple of metres onto the green. So that's a little dark patch running on the second across centre line to the right. Just the shade cloth. So we're getting some long shadows. Wayne is very similar to his first one. Donald Bennett's turn. Just had a box fall over next to me. Got it up against the windows as a sunshade for the gear during the early part of the day. Just decided it wouldn't fall, wouldn't stay standing up. Again. Might have to move the box. on the monitor box. It's haunting me at the moment, so I've just stood it up. Hopefully out of the way now. Well, that's a fantastic bowl from John Parker, the purple bowl. His team dropped a count to be only one in front with 2 to go. He's put that bowl down and trailed it. He's might have even brought in one of his leads bowl, or both of them. So now up to Garry Smith to try and come in on that hand. He wants to just get past that bowl. Well, he's got the edge. Oh, it's all done with smoke and mirrors. It's a good way to get second shot. A little bit of luck. He got that bowl right in the middle, it was good. If he missed it and smacked into the other clean, it was good. But not a bad result at all. Gives him second. Up to Bradley now to try and add a second shot. They'd love to go into this last end, 3 in front. 2 in front would be good, but they'd love to extend it out to 3 or even more. And he's pointed this very, very well. See Ray, though, urging it to stop. So it's gone in behind. Great home. Very good home. So last bowl of the penultimate end for Garry Smith. We got the names of 2 former internationals on this team. They're not those people, of course. Kevin Robinson, former New Zealand international, and Garry Smith played for England. Different people, but same name. Not a bad home from Garry in one way, but there's still one down. Bradley really needs another one in there. There's 2 second shots for Steinwedel's South Australia combination. Last bowl before the skippers change over. Could be a very good bad bowl. Does make it a bit tougher on Daryl, who before that could have played to try and push the purple bowl through. Still can, just a little bit tougher. Doesn't want the jack. Got that bowl clean, he could be holding 2 or 3, perhaps. 2 anyway, if he sits and stays. And they've been so good till now. Just going to stand on the centre line. Hopefully somebody remembers and they give him a tap on the shoulder. Cannot get a message out there. I'm behind glass, 50 metres away. Yep, there we go. They've given a little look and gone, oh, sorry. Didn't miss any action. Fantastic. So Daryl, backhand. He has got a little bit of weight on this. He's got a very tight line. Oh, not tight enough. It's going to run away. So Ray Martin, forehand draw, just dead draw down, wants to get a second one in that head. Well, it's a good home though. It's back, best backwood. Taking it a little bit wider. Needs to get around that white bowl though, and he's going to be underneath everything. Ray Martin has a free shot to pick up a second shot. No real danger from a dead draw. Teammates are cheering it in. Gone too far, one shot, so it's to the diff going into the last end. So we do trust you've enjoyed this broadcast from Club Dubbo of the 2024 Inland Petroleum City of Dubbo International Fours on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube and Facebook channels. We will be back tomorrow at pretty much bang on 8:30 with round 4 of this tournament. A reminder, round 4, we've got a pretty hot team. Well, up against Dandenong Victoria combination, Britt Jago, Blair Davidson, Ray Arnold and Anthony Lee. We've got the two young gun hotshots, Jack McShane and Joey Clark. They've coupled up with Nathan Black of Holdfast Bay, South Australia, and Ben Twist of St John's Park. So that's tomorrow morning's game from 8:30, live from Club Dubbo. Look forward to your company then. We will finish this game, of course, in number 15. It's the New Zealand and Victoria combination two-shot leaders. 15-13 over Garry Steinwedel's South Australian foursome. You'll be able to catch up with the results through the West Dubbo Bowls Facebook page and also by jumping on the Bowls link, results.bowlslink.com.au. In the search bar at the top, if you tap in West Dubbo, filter down to Club, and you'll see that. You'll be able to go then to manage results from West Dubbo, manage competitions, and that's the City of Dubbo International Fours. All those results will be in there. Anthony's tapping them into his systems. And if you like, you can add that to your favourites so that when you go to the bowlslink.com.au results portal again, you'll be able to pick it up straight away. Of course, that results portal also accessible through the Bowls Now app, published by Bowls Australia, free on your app store. On that one, you'll tap results on the bottom menu and then do the same search for West Dubbo. They use the same data and the same display systems. Plenty of useful information on those. Kevin Robinson's got his team off to a good start on this end. They need 2 for a draw, 3 for a win. We've got another good finish. We've had 3 close games today. Blessed for that. It's a good thing they're finished too. I think I'm running out of voice today. John Parker, just a little bit through. Does get second shot. Donald Bennett wants to get a second shot for his team. They really want to pick up a 3 and claim a victory. He's pretty well down with this. It's going to be close. Fantastic bowl from Donald. Now holding 2. Up to John. His last bowl, he'd be hoping to draw the shot. Just steady the ship for his team. Is he coming in enough? Oh, it's come in quite nicely. Might be just still 2 shots. So Donald doesn't need to do much different from his previous bowl. Already counts. Would love to just get inside that purple bowl. Well, he's got 1 clap halfway down. This one needs more than 1. He's got a toucher. Drags it across. Holding 3. Has he presented too much of a target, though? Are they going to be brave enough to pull the trigger and say, well, we'll back ourselves to hit this? I think it's the right shot. As long as you hit, it's the right shot. And he's going to go big. Fire torpedo 1, but he's just under the line. One bullet gone. 3 left for each team. Well, actually, 4 left for one of them. Because this is Gary Smith's first fire at this end. He's got a little speed on this coming through. It's going to be good enough. Just fall inside that one. That is brilliant. That's 4 shots. Will they go again? It's okay to back yourself. Do need to hit. And again, they could quite easily draw and still be down game. He's overcorrected here, and he's got his own teammates bowl. So they are 4 down now. That's the game lie. So, well, Gary Smith. Do you try and draw 2 inside the tee? You've got 1 on the tee. Try and make it 2. So that if that jack does kill, you're still holding a tie. You're holding 4. Don't fatten that target up anymore. The only solution might be to try and just change that head up, make it a less inviting target. Well, he's just going to drop him behind. So Ray Martin, 2 bullets left, down game. Will we see another one where they snatched your victory from the jaws of defeat? Lee Schreiner was down game with 1 bowl to play, ripped out 3 bowls to claim the victory. Ray Martin down 4, in front by 2. He's going to run as well. He's closer. He's got one of them. Well, he's got his own bowl off the tee now as well. It's only 1 on the tee. He's still down 3, so he's still down game. Don't fatten this target. Draw another one to the tee. And that way, if it's killed, you've got a tie and you're drawing for a game. Daryl Steinwedel. He just needs to finish within a metre or so of the tee. That's all. Doesn't want to sit it next to his own. Doesn't want to sit it where it's going to get popped out. Oh, he's going to draw a shot. That's, well, yeah. Counts. Big decision time. Do you back yourself to draw? You've already had a run. I think that's an easier target. You're only 1 down on the tee now. You rip that jack out. Back yourself to do it. It's a tough green to draw a shot on. If you fall just half a metre through, you're not going to even cut one. You're only going to cut 1 out at the most. Still 3 down game. You're not going to rip 4 of them out, that's for certain. Could rip 2 out and be a tie, but ideally, backhand runner, take the jack straight back to the ditch, kill the end. Worst result is they draw and get a tie. But you're still putting the pressure on Daryl to have to play that last bowl. Those 3 bowls that count the closest are... Furthest one is 40 centimetres away, and anything within 40 centimetres in this game has been an absolute snorter. Fast green, a little bit windy. It is a bit tricky. And I think he's going to back himself to go into the head again. Well, no, he's going to try and draw it. So he's had a run with his previous, and he's going to go back to the draw. This doesn't look like it's anywhere near it. So... he's missed. They're not going to play the last one. It's 4 shots to the South Australian combination. They'll run out winners 17 shots to 15. It's been a pleasure to bring you this game from Club Dubbo. We're going to sign out now. So it's good night from Club Dubbo, and see you back in the morning for the next game of the City of Dubbo International Fours, brought to you by Inland Petroleum.
Play with the family, play with your friends. Bowls at the club, the fun never ends.